Hi everybody, Deacon Dave here. Welcome to our second prequel in Silence in a Year. I just got back from midnight mass at St. Joseph's, really quite beautiful, and I'm now at home sitting beside a nativity scene for those of you that are watching on YouTube. And as I was thinking about what I was going to talk about tonight, um, I was just thinking about the fact that baby Jesus was inside the womb of Mary, right? And there's just this quietness and this silence that existed for 9 months while he was there. And then today we celebrated his birth, him entering into our humanity, into all of this noise and craziness of the world, even in his time. And he came without any fanfare, in great humility and great vulnerability. And I really began to reflect and think about how powerfully God the Father moved to protect Jesus as a young child, sending angels to talk to Joseph and to move kind of Jesus around during this time of vulnerability. And I think that often we try to take care of things ourselves, and we don't depend on the Lord. And we need that time in silence where we just sit with him and we just open ourselves up and we go, Lord, I can't do this on my own. I need your help, because at the end of the day, we're all vulnerable to something. But the type of vulnerability that the Lord is looking for is an openness to allowing him in. And I think in a very powerful way, Cardinal Sarah talks about this throughout the book, where we have to allow God into our lives, and we find that presence in the silence. And the power of who he is what allows us to grow in faith, to grow in hope, and to persevere through the many things that we have in life. So taking time to spend with God and to just open up the depth of our hearts, because I heard two homilies today. The first one talked about the idea that we can't receive the Lord unless we open our heart. And the best way we can do that is to spend that time in silence with the Lord, opening our heart to him. And then the second homily, which I heard at midnight mass, was also quite beautiful. And it talked about the vulnerability of the baby Jesus entering the world. So I think it's important for us to recognize, and I think as we enter into this series on silence, and as we celebrate the birth of Jesus coming into the world, as it was said tonight, we don't have an Easter without a Christmas. We don't have an Easter without a Christmas. So Jesus came to save us. He came and gave us salvation. But each and every day, in the midst of the noise and everything that we have going on, during this Christmas season too, the Lord is asking us to just spend time with him in quiet, in silence, so that he can reach into the depth of our soul to express how much we are loved by him, how he is the ultimate answer to everything that we have going on in our lives, that we don't have to do anything on our own. All we have to do is say yes to him. And that starts in prayer. That starts in silence. It starts in spending time with him. So I hope you'll join me as we go on this journey starting January 1st. Silence in a Year. It's going to be a beautiful 365 days. If you haven't gotten your book, order it now. Merry Christmas, everybody. Enjoy this Christmas season. Our Lord has entered our humanity. He has elevated who we are. And we are so very blessed. And he so very much wants to love us. Merry Christmas.